Hi, welcome back to Patty Loves Paper. I'm Patty, and I have a newly completed journal. This is the Fairy Journal, and it's kind of a mixture of a tea time and a fairy boutique type journal. So it has a little bit more than a 2.5-inch spine, has ribbons for the tassel, and then it also has this cute little journal that goes with the tassel. Now you can remove it and write in it, or you can leave it as a charm just like it is, but I just thought that was so cute. It also has the attached ribbon closure, which is attached by paper buckles. And then we also have some glitter accents. I don't know if you can really see that on camera, but we do have some glittery, and it is quite pretty, but I don't see it showing up on the camera. So all right, so when we open it up to the first little pocket, the inside pocket. We have some pretty fairy paper, a fairy dress. And then these are fairy dresses too, and they slide open and you can write on the back of each one. And then inside here we have a little pocket here too. It says Love and Pixie Dust. Love and Pixie Dust. Then, so my theme that I was kind of thinking in my mind was this is like a lot of little fairies were invited to a tea party. And so it has some of the tea party theme, but they also had to go shopping for their outfits for the tea party. So you can see that here we have the little fairy boutique where it tells you the brand. The brand is Fairy Wings. That's actually the name of the paper from Graphics Fairy. But that's just kind of what I was thinking, that this would be their kind of catalog where the fairies go to look for their new outfits, their new crowns, and they get all ready for the tea party. And inside we have this little envelope that is glued down, and it has some cute little fairy tickets inside. Got this pretty fairy dress. This is not a pocket. This is just glued down as decoration. Another little fairy postcard with some writing material on the back of the tags. And then here we have a little bag. This was a little bag, and I just covered it with paper. And then inside is another fairy tag. This is some graphic 45 paper too. So you can write on the outside of this envelope, write on the back of the tags also, and then it just goes right back into its little pocket. Moving on to our second little signature, we have these cute little booklets. We're stuck. There we go. And so when you untie them, there's a little tab you pull out, and then this tab you pull out, and you can write on the back. And then it folds back in, and you tie it back up. And this is just a little bit of a smaller one. It's the same concept, but it is just a little bit smaller. So you pull it open, pull the tab, and you can write on either side. Thought that was a sweet idea. And then it goes back in its little belly band. So here we have a little cupcake. You can write on the back. You can write on the back of this and the back of this, and then when you pull up the cupcake, there's a little fairy modeling her outfit that she's going to wear for the tea party. Goes back into its little home. We have some more postcards about the tea party and cake, candles. All of these you can write on. Lots of tea-dyed paper, so there's lots of journaling space. Little public library card with the teapot and the cupcake. I think this signature has all cupcakes, yeah. So we have the cupcake here, cupcake here, cupcake here. This has more little fairy outfits for the fairies to choose, and you can hide away some secret thoughts in here. And then, of course, you can just close it back up by sticking that behind the little fairy dress. I think we have one more cupcake, yeah. And these are fairy jars. I don't know, can you see the sparkles? Maybe you can see the sparkles a little on here. Anyway, you can write on the back of these, but these are fairy jars where you capture your fairies, but it's just the dresses. And some cake, and a little fairy back here too. We have a little booklet here. You can slide this off and write all your secrets in here. It's hand sewn little junk booklet, and it goes right back into its little home. And then we move on to the next signature. We have just some little tags to write on, little dragon, a little fairy door, fairy with the sparkly wings. Let's see, can you see that? And it's just not showing up on the camera. And a crown. The little dragon is cute. And this little quote says, "Someday you will be old enough to read fairy tales again." Open it up. We have some more little folders or tags that you can write on the back of. These are three little pockets. These are not tags. This signature, they're all glued down. It's just for decoration. And then here we have the little fairy door inside the tree, and you move the sparkle and it opens up. And there's a couple little tags right in here that you can write on the back of, and then slide it right back in. Let's see, I might have to put one at a time. And then we close it right back up. And there we go. For our last signature, we have some more tags in a pocket. Another little fold out, where you fold this out, and then you can write on the back of each one of these. And you fold it back in. So it's kind of like an accordion booklet. And it has all the little fairy pieces. And it goes right back in its little belly band. And then we have these cute little envelopes. I envision these being the invitation. But you can write on the pages inside. It's got a little ticket closure. And this one also has the little writing paper on the inside and the ticket closure. And that is our fairy journal. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. It's really one of my favorites. Until next time, bye-bye. I hope you're enjoying junk journaling with me, and I hope you'll join me for my next video. Until then, bye-bye.